For years, schools across the country have been dealing with teacher shortages. COVID-19 amplified the problem, hitting rural school districts the worst.
This has always been a problem over the past, I would say, decade, but it has exponentially increased quite a bit to where when I was an elementary teacher trying to find a job 20 years ago, there would be 300 applicants. Now we might be lucky to get 10 applicants. And if we get into later in the year, like in May or June, we might get less than 5 applicants.
To combat these shortages, Cardinal Community School District approved a 4-day school week. Starting August 23rd, Cardinal students and staff will transition away from the 5-day school week.
We have to find this innovative way as a rural school district to try to recruit and retain, and then give teachers, I think, some mental health supports too. And I think it's okay to say that, right? It's always about the kids, but we also have to be able to put great people in front of our kids. And the research is clear that the teacher, above any other school factor, whether it's a schedule, whether it's the size of the building, whether it's the food you serve kids, it's the teacher that makes the biggest factor for student achievement. So what we're saying is, can we get great teachers in front of kids in every grade and retain them as they become better teachers? That's our goal for this. So
for the 2022 to 2023 school year, elementary students will start their day at 8 in the morning and end the school day at 3:40 in the afternoon. Secondary students will also start their day at 8 a.m. but end theirs at 3:47 p.m. Currently, it is still undecided whether students and staff will have Monday or Friday off. The district is aware that this change has raised public concerns on issues surrounding daycare and food security, and they are working to address them.
We acknowledge that anytime you make a change that there can be concerns, and primarily we've heard concerns around daycare needs and also food insecurity needs when the children aren't at school to be fed. We are looking at both of those issues. Many of the places that we've talked to, those concerns have not been as great once the calendar got started, but we're going to have some options if daycare is needed, and do some more work with if kids need extra food. We're starting some food pantries within our schools.
This also includes making sure support staff such as bus drivers, cooks, and classroom helpers are paid enough.
Sometimes there's questions about what we call our support staff, our bus drivers, our cooks, our helpers in the classrooms, and there's a thought that they will lose money. In this plan, basically, even though they're going to work less days, they will not lose money. They actually will receive a raise for the new year. So that's a concern that I've heard, is that those workers will lose money, and that's not accurate.
The school year will end before June 1st. Reporting from Eldon, this is Leslie Molina, KTVO.